Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a time in every person's life when they stand at the crossroads of desire and hesitation. One road is paved with excuses, distractions, and fear, the path of least resistance. The other, though steep and demanding, leads to greatness. The choice is simple, yet only a few dare to take the harder road. The difference between success and failure is not intelligence, luck, or talent. It is the ability to force yourself forward when every fiber of your being wants to quit. Success bows only to those who demand it. It does not come to the timid or the indifferent. It belongs to the man or woman who looks in the mirror and declares, "I will achieve my goal, no matter what stands in my way." You must drive yourself to take action when you don't feel like it. You must command your body to move forward when your mind seeks comfort. There is no magic formula, no secret shortcut. There is only the iron will to push forward when others stop. Every great achievement in history was born from relentless effort. The men and women who shaped the world were not exempt from fear, doubt, or exhaustion. But they refused to give in. They burned their bridges, eliminated retreat, and pressed on with unshakable faith in their vision. They understood that desire alone is not enough. Action is the master key. If you do not push yourself, no one else will. If you do not discipline your mind, it will become a prisoner of weakness. You are the captain of your fate, the architect of your success. Do not wait for motivation that is fleeting and unreliable. Instead, rely on discipline, persistence, and an unbreakable spirit. Force yourself to take the first step, then the next, and the next, until the goal that once seemed impossible stands conquered beneath your feet. Success belongs to those who push themselves beyond comfort and excuses. Desire alone is not enough. Relentless action and discipline are the true keys to achievement. Waiting for motivation is a mistake. Force yourself forward with unwavering persistence. Success belongs to those who push themselves beyond comfort and excuses. It is not handed out freely, nor is it reserved for a chosen few. It is earned through relentless effort, unwavering determination, and an unyielding refusal to settle for mediocrity. The truth is, most people never achieve their true potential, not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they allow comfort and excuses to dictate their actions. They seek an easy path, one that does not demand sacrifice or struggle, and in doing so, they forfeit the rewards that come only to those willing to endure hardship. The human mind is designed to seek safety and comfort. It resists change, avoids pain, and clings to familiar patterns, even when those patterns lead to failure. It whispers 1,000 justifications for inaction. It's too hard. I'll start tomorrow. I don't have the right resources. These excuses are the barriers that separate success from failure. They are the invisible chains that keep people trapped in lives of unfulfilled potential. The harsh reality is that those who listen to these excuses will never rise above mediocrity. They will spend their lives watching others achieve greatness while they remain stuck in a cycle of hesitation and regret. To break free from this trap, one must learn to push beyond the limits of comfort. This means embracing discomfort, welcoming challenges, and recognizing that every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. The greatest achievers in history did not wait for the perfect moment or the ideal circumstances. They forged ahead despite uncertainty, despite fear, despite adversity. They understood that success is not given, it is taken by force through the sheer willpower to keep moving forward when every part of them wants to stop. Pushing beyond comfort means developing an unshakable mindset, one that refuses to be controlled by temporary feelings of doubt or exhaustion. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not intelligence or talent, but the ability to act in spite of discomfort. A person who waits until they feel like it will never accomplish anything of significance. Feelings are unreliable. They waver, they change, they weaken under pressure. A true achiever understands that action must come first and feelings will follow. The road to success is paved with obstacles. There will be moments of frustration, exhaustion, and uncertainty. There will be times when giving up seems like the easiest option. But these moments are the very tests that separate winners from those who fall short. The successful person does not allow emotions to dictate their actions. They do what needs to be done, whether they feel like it or not. They rise early when their body craves more sleep. They work tirelessly when their mind begs for rest. They push forward when everything around them suggests stopping. Excuses are the enemy of progress. Every excuse is a self-imposed limitation, a justification for failure before even attempting to succeed. Those who allow excuses to control their actions will always remain stuck, unable to move beyond their current reality. The most dangerous excuses are the ones that sound reasonable. I don't have enough time. I'm not ready yet. I need more experience. These are the lies that keep people from ever taking the first step. The truth is, no one ever feels completely ready. No one ever has the perfect conditions to start. The only way to succeed is to begin despite the imperfections, to take action even when it feels uncomfortable, and to adjust along the way. Comfort is a silent killer of ambition. It lulls people into a false sense of security, convincing them that there is no need to strive for more. It tricks them into settling for an average life, even when they are capable of greatness. The moment a person becomes too comfortable, they stop growing. They stop challenging themselves. They stop pushing forward. And when growth stops, success becomes impossible. The greatest danger is not failure, it is stagnation. It is the slow decline that happens when a person chooses comfort over challenge, routine over risk, and excuses over effort. To achieve anything worthwhile, one must develop a relentless work ethic, a burning desire to improve, and a mindset that refuses to accept limitations. It is not enough to dream of success. It is not enough to wish for a better life. Wishing and dreaming do nothing without action. Every great accomplishment in history was built through effort, sacrifice, and the willingness to push beyond what felt comfortable. No one reaches their full potential by staying within the limits of what is easy. Growth happens when one steps outside of their comfort zone, takes on challenges they once thought impossible, and forces themselves to keep going when every part of them wants to quit. There will be pain. There will be setbacks. There will be days when everything seems to be working against you. But these moments are not meant to break you, they are meant to strengthen you. Every struggle is a lesson. Every failure is a stepping stone. Every hardship is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are stronger than you once believed. The only way to build resilience is to endure adversity. The only way to grow is to be challenged. And the only way to succeed is to push beyond the limits that once held you back. Most people never tap into their true potential because they are afraid of discomfort. They are afraid of failing. They are afraid of looking foolish. But the truth is, failure is not the enemy and action is. The person who tries and fails is still further ahead than the person who never tries at all. Every successful individual has faced failure. They have made mistakes. They have encountered setbacks. But instead of using those moments as an excuse to quit, they used them as motivation to push harder. They learned from their failures, adjusted their strategies, and kept moving forward. The world does not reward those who wait for success to come to them. It rewards those who take action, who force themselves to do what others will not, who push past excuses and seize control of their destiny. Every person has the power to achieve greatness, but only if they are willing to do what is necessary. Only if they are willing to embrace discomfort, reject excuses, and push themselves beyond the limits of what they once thought possible. Desire alone is not enough. Relentless action and discipline are the true keys to achievement. Many people dream of success, but dreams alone do not create results. Every person who has ever accomplished something great started with a vision, a desire, a deep longing for a better future. But the difference between those who succeed and those who remain stuck in wishful thinking is action. The world is filled with people who want more, but only a small percentage are willing to do what it takes. Wanting something does not make it happen. The only thing that turns desire into reality is taking action with discipline, consistency, and unshakable commitment to seeing it through. Desire can spark the journey, but without action it fades into nothingness. It is easy to imagine a better future, to picture yourself reaching your goals, to feel the excitement of success in your mind. But the moment you stop dreaming and start doing, you enter a world that few dare to step into, a world where work replaces wishful thinking, where discomfort races complacency, and where discipline becomes the driving force behind every step forward. It is in this world that true achievers are made. They do not rely on fleeting motivation. They do not wait for the perfect time to start. They take action no matter how they feel, no matter what obstacles stand in their way. Success does not come to those who act only when they feel inspired. It comes to those who act despite feeling uninspired. Feelings are unreliable. They change based on mood, circumstances, and external factors beyond control. If success depended on feeling motivated every day, no one would ever achieve anything significant. True winners understand that discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. Discipline means showing up and doing the work even when you don't want to. It means pushing forward even after progress seems slow. It means committing to your goals with unwavering persistence, knowing that every step you take brings you closer to your vision. The greatest mistake people make is assuming that desire is enough. They believe that wanting something badly should somehow bring it into their lives. But the universe does not reward desire, it rewards effort. The person who wants to build a successful business but never takes the first step will remain stuck in dreams. The person who wants to get in shape but never exercises will never see results. The person who wants to be financially free but refuses to sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term gains will always struggle. Wanting something is meaningless unless it is backed by relentless action. Every successful individual understands that their future is built by what they do today, not by what they wish for. They wake up early when they would rather sleep. They work tirelessly when they would rather relax. They make sacrifices when others seek comfort. This level of discipline is not easy, but it is necessary. The reason most people never reach their goals is that they give up when the process becomes difficult. They start strong, filled with excitement and motivation, but the moment obstacles appear, they retreat. They convince themselves that the goal was too ambitious, that the timing wasn't right, that they weren't ready. But the truth is, they simply lack the discipline to push through discomfort. There is no shortcut to success. There is no secret formula that allows people to achieve greatness without effort. Every great accomplishment is built through consistent, disciplined action over time. This is why so few people ever reach their full potential, because the path is long, challenging, and filled with setbacks. But those who are willing to persist, who refuse to let obstacles break them, who continue taking action despite difficulties, are the ones who rise above the rest. The difference between failure and success is often a simple choice, the choice to keep going when others quit. It is not always the most talented, the smartest, or the luckiest who achieve the most. It is the ones who refuse to stop. The ones who discipline themselves to take action every single day, no matter what. The ones who turn their desires into an obsession, fueling their progress with an unbreakable work ethic. They understand that every day is a chance to move closer to their dreams. Every action they take, no matter how small, compounds over time. People often say they want success, but their actions tell a different story. They claim they want financial independence, but waste hours on distractions. They say they want to be healthy, but make choices that weaken their bodies. They express a desire for greatness, but refuse to put in the consistent effort required. Success is not about what you say you want, it is about what you are willing to work for. The results you get in life will always reflect the actions you take. Discipline is the single most powerful force behind achievement. It is the ability to make yourself do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It is waking up early when you'd rather sleep in. It is staying focused when distractions are everywhere. It is pushing through discomfort, knowing that growth only happens outside of comfort zones. The most successful people in the world are not those who had it easy. They are those who trained themselves to take action no matter what. Excuses destroy dreams. Every time a person makes an excuse, they place another barrier between themselves and success. I'm too tired. I don't have time. I don't have the right connections. These are lies people tell themselves to justify inaction. The truth is, if something matters enough, you will find a way. If it doesn't, you will find an excuse. The winners of the world do not waste time making excuses. They take responsibility for their actions, for their habits, and for their habits alone. They know that success is not given, it is earned through discipline and effort. There will always be obstacles. There will always be challenges. But those who understand the power of relentless action never let these obstacles stop them. They push forward no matter how difficult the road becomes. They understand that every challenge is a test and an opportunity to prove how badly they want success. They do not see setbacks as reasons to quit. They see them as stepping stones toward greater achievements. The key to unlocking any goal is simple: take action and do it consistently. Do not wait for the perfect moment, because it will never come. But do not wait for motivation, because it is fleeting. Instead, develop the discipline to act every single day, regardless of circumstances. The more you push yourself to take action, the stronger your discipline becomes. The stronger your discipline, the closer you get to your goals. And in the end, those who succeed are not the ones who simply desired success. They are the ones who relentlessly pursued it every single day without fail. Waiting for motivation is a mistake. Force yourself forward with unwavering persistence. Too many people wait for the right moment, the perfect burst of inspiration, or the ideal circumstances before taking action. They tell themselves they will start when they feel ready, when they have more energy, when the timing is just right. But the truth is, those who wait for motivation never begin at all. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like the wind, unpredictable and unreliable. Those who achieve great things do not depend on feeling motivated. They depend on discipline, and a relentless commitment to progress, no matter how they feel. The mistake most people make is believing that motivation is what leads to action. They think that in order to be productive, they need to feel inspired first. But this is the opposite of how success works. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. The moment you take the first step, momentum begins to build. The hardest part is starting, but once you do, your energy increases, your focus sharpens, and the drive to continue grows stronger. If you wait to feel motivated before taking action, you will spend your life stuck in the same place, constantly waiting for a feeling that may never come. The most successful people in the world do not rely on motivation. They rely on habits, routines, and discipline. They wake up early even when they don't feel like it. They work hard even when they are tired. They push forward even when they are uninspired. They understand that waiting for motivation is nothing more than a form of procrastination. They do what needs to be done, regardless of how they feel in the moment. This ability to take action despite discomfort is what separates winners from those who never reach their potential. There will be days when you feel exhausted, when doubt creeps into your mind, when your goals seem impossible to reach. This is when most people quit. They convince themselves that their lack of motivation is a sign that they should stop. But in reality, these are the moments that determine success. The ones who push through, who take action despite feeling unmotivated, who refuse to let temporary emotions dictate their future, these are the people who rise above the rest. They do not allow their feelings to control them. They understand that success is not about how you feel in a single moment. It is about what you do consistently over time. Persistence is the single greatest weapon against failure. The only way to truly fail is to stop trying. Every setback, every challenge, every moment of doubt is an opportunity to prove your commitment. Most people give up far too soon. They hit one obstacle and convince themselves that they are not meant to succeed. They allow temporary discomfort to dictate their destiny. But those who persist, who keep moving forward step by step, even when progress feels slow, eventually reach their goals. The difference between success and failure is often nothing more than the decision to keep going when others would have stopped. The mind is incredibly powerful. It will believe whatever you tell it. If you tell yourself you are too tired, too busy, too unmotivated, your mind will accept it as truth. But if you tell yourself that you will push forward no matter what, that nothing will stop you, that you will take action regardless of how you feel, your mind will adapt. You will begin to see yourself as someone who is unstoppable, someone who does not wait for motivation, someone who takes control of their own destiny. The moment you stop giving yourself an option to quit, you will realize how much you are truly capable of achieving. The key to success is to make action a habit, not a choice. If you make decisions based on feelings, you will always choose the easy path, the comfortable path, the path of least resistance. But if you train yourself to act regardless of how you feel, you will develop a level of discipline that makes success inevitable. The most successful athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders in the world do not ask themselves whether they feel like working hard today. They do it because it is who they are. They have conditioned themselves to take action, no matter what. The small, consistent actions lead to massive results over time. You do not need to take giant leaps every day. You just need to show up. Do one more rep at the gym. Write one more sentence. Make one more phone call. Take one more step. Over time, these small actions compound into something extraordinary. The person who takes small, consistent steps forward will always surpass the person who takes massive action only when they feel inspired. Success is built on persistence, not on bursts of motivation. There will be times when everything seems to be working against you, when progress is slow, when results do not come as quickly as you hoped, when obstacles appear at every turn. This is when most people quit. But the ones who keep going, who refuse to stop, who force themselves forward despite every challenge, these are the ones who win. Success is not given to those who wait for the perfect moment. It is given to those who create the perfect moment by refusing to give up. Excuses are the enemy of progress. Every excuse you make is a step away from your goals. I don't feel like it. I'll do it later. I'm not ready. These are the lies that keep people stuck in mediocrity. The people who achieve the most in life are the ones who refuse to entertain excuses. They take responsibility for their actions, for their choices, for their future. They understand that if they want something, they must go after it with everything they have, regardless of how they feel. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not talent, intelligence, or luck. It is the ability to take action even when they don't feel like it. It is the discipline to keep going when others stop. It is the persistence to push forward, no matter how difficult the road becomes. Every great achievement in history was built by those who refused to wait for motivation. They forced themselves forward day after day, step after step, until they reached their goals. You must make a decision. Will you be someone who waits or someone who acts? Will you be someone who lets feelings dictate their future, or someone who pushes forward no matter what? The answer to these questions will determine everything. The choice is yours. Success is not reserved for the lucky or the talented. It is not given to those who merely wish for it. It is earned through relentless effort, unwavering persistence, and the ability to push beyond comfort and excuses. The world is filled with people who dream, but only a small percentage of them ever turn those dreams into reality. The difference is not in their level of desire, but in their willingness to take action, to remain disciplined, and to keep moving forward even when the journey becomes difficult. Excuses are the greatest barriers to success. They are the silent destroyers of ambition, the justifications that keep people trapped in mediocrity. Those who allow excuses to dictate their actions will never rise above their current circumstances. They will remain stuck, watching as others achieve the things they once wished for. The truth is simple. Success belongs to those who refuse to make excuses, who take full responsibility for their actions, and who are willing to do whatever it takes to reach their goals. Waiting for motivation is one of the biggest mistakes a person can make. Motivation is unreliable, fleeting, and inconsistent. It comes and goes, often disappearing when it is needed most. Those who rely on motivation will find themselves starting and stopping, making progress only when they feel inspired. But those who understand the power of discipline take action regardless of how they feel. They do what needs to be done, whether they are tired, uninspired, or facing obstacles. They push forward with unwavering persistence, knowing that action creates momentum, and momentum leads to success. The path to achievement is never easy. It is filled with setbacks, failures, and challenges. But these difficulties are not meant to break a person, they are meant to strengthen them. Every obstacle is a test of resilience, every failure is a lesson, and every struggle is an opportunity for growth. Those who succeed are not the ones who had an easy path. They are the ones who refused to quit when things became difficult. They saw every challenge as a stepping stone, every setback as fuel for their determination. Success requires a mindset shift. It requires the realization that waiting, hesitating, or seeking comfort will never lead to greatness. It demands a commitment to relentless action, an acceptance of discomfort, and a refusal to let temporary emotions dictate long-term results. Those who reach their highest potential are the ones who have conditioned themselves to take action no matter what. They do not wait for permission, they do not wait for the right moment, and they do not wait for motivation. They create their own success by forcing themselves to move forward step by step until their goals are conquered. There is no secret formula, no shortcut, no easy path. There is only the willingness to push beyond limits, to reject excuses, and to persist through every challenge. The question is not whether success is possible, it is whether one is willing to do what is necessary to achieve it. The answer to that question determines everything.